Welcome to our channel, Create Your Way of Life. My name is Carolina, and I have such a pleasure to have amazing interview with Mark Ford. I met Mark personally on few occasions, and he's a beautiful person. He's actually our also mentor and coach, and actually he will tell you exactly how this happened. So he will tell you all his journey. So first, Mark, welcome, and thank you very much for your time. And please introduce yourself.
Yes, so as you've said, I'm Mark Ford. I actually come originally from Birmingham in the UK. I was brought up, believe it or not, by the Cadbury's chocolate factory. So I think plenty of chocolate in my life, throughout my life, really. From childhood, Mum worked at the Cadbury's chocolate shop and always brought chocolate home on a Friday. And Dad himself worked in a social club as well as a car factory making the cars. He worked in a social club, manager of a social club. But at the age of 16, I come from Bourneville in Birmingham. At the age of 16, I experienced my parents splitting up in divorce, so I lived independently. Didn't want to choose between them at the age of 16. And then I got into a career in the law courts. I had a 29-year career. I became a qualified legal advisor, a solicitor in the UK profession. I was a senior advisor to the magistrates who dealt with criminal law and family law, local authority law. But mainly, a job I really enjoyed was travelling around inspecting hotels, public houses, betting offices, and dealing with the licensing laws on a regulating licensing authority, dealing with the planning applications. I had success in putting together what's called an asset recovery court in England and Wales, which still runs today, where we where the Crown Court in criminal cases have made confiscation orders. I actually got involved in enforcing those and setting up systems around that. So I had a 29-year career in the courts. But I became quite disillusioned with the way government was centralising everything. We're taking out all the top-tier jobs. I wasn't really able to go any higher than senior legal advisor. I've always been an ambitious guy, and I couldn't really become clerk to the justices. All the top jobs were being taken away. We talk a lot about rebranding in the digital business that we run, and in business in general. The whole court system was rebranded. All the structures were changed, all the pay was changed, everything. And bureaucrats from London who hadn't been in a court at all, really, were put in charge of managing the structure of the courts, as opposed to the many, many years. It'd always been the magistrates themselves with their legal advisors who'd been managing the court from the inside out, not with bureaucrats from London from the outside in. I became quite disillusioned. I found myself in court where certain circumstances were happening, and I was being legislated to told, if that happens, this has to happen. I felt that the independence of the judiciary was being taken away, and the whole enjoyment of it, I just became very disillusioned. And then when my father passed, because I'm in my 50s now, when my father passed when I was 46, of lung cancer, it really made me think about my future and seek a lot more freedom than getting up in the morning, have your breakfast, go through all the routines we all go through in the morning, get in the car, drive to work, do the commute, sit in the traffic, get to the courthouse, do the whole list of cases through the day that I've been given to do, go home, do what we all do at night. I was married for a good 13 years or so. And that all fell apart because all my studies. There's one thing you should do in life is have a balance between family time, work time, time with friends, and not putting 100% of your time into business. But what I did on that occasion was put all my time into the study to make a bigger future for my family. But she became quite fed up, if not having any time with me, and so I've from that, and it caused a divorce. I take responsibility for it, whereas at the time I was in this blame culture, whereas I put my hands up and take responsibility. It's very important learning from that to have balance in life and spread your time across family and these days I travel, so I always travel to see family and friends. I'm back in the UK at the moment. During all of this, I lost my wife. Father died anyway in at the age of 46, and it made me look at my future, and I sought more independence about having the freedom to choose what I do with my days, whether that these days is to be in Cyprus or as now be in the UK, or go around the world to various events, or just generally to be with my son. I've got a son of 29, or family. So it made me look at my future. I decided to quit the legal job, but I'd also, alongside that legal job, run a successful entertainment agency for 10 years. Looking for a short answer, you're speaking to a former lawyer, so I'll keep it as short as I can. I ran a successful agency, 10 years entertainment agency, and did 1,000 gigs, including organising Ozzy Osbourne from Black Sabbath's 50th birthday party at the National Exhibition Centre at Birmingham, where it was a surprise party for him. And when Dad died, I closed down the entertainment business, sent a communication to my manager at the courts that I'm not coming back. And I got involved in real estate. And instead of being all about myself and next holiday, next car, and spending money I was making from entertainment and from the law, in effect, on my life, I, for once in my life, decided that this life's going to be bigger than the one I've been living, and making it a lot more about other people. And I invested in 21 houses to help the homeless. And I got together with a former magistrate who's a very big friend of mine these days, Liz Paul, and we got together in a property business, real estate, bought these 21 houses and homed people who couldn't get into rented property with traditional landlords and couldn't get into property with local authorities. And we added our 21 houses to the local authority housing stock. And where they didn't meet the local authority criteria, but they met ours, we helped them. They would have been homeless. We put them into our houses and created financial packages with the local authority. And I still do that till today, and I've been doing that for 12 years. So I have a current property business, but then from abundance financially to no money, putting all the money into these houses and basically leave myself flat broke, I turned to the internet to look for more of a cash type business, and that.
And then let me ask you exactly. You've already answered. Sorry to break it in, because I want to actually people who are watching this to really see where you were. So this is, you show us clear picture where you were before you joined this digital academy, and it's nice leading to the next question. Probably yes, where you were. You just broadly show us. Maybe you want to elaborate on this, and yeah. Show us, tell us, what's happened when you joined this digital academy, because of course there was reason. I know that you look after your mom as well, and I guess this was also a big drive for you to completely change the way how you live and how you work. So absolutely amazing story, Mark. So
from learning to live independently at the age of 16, having to grow up fast and take responsibility and learn about it very quickly, and be very creative, very not letting things get in the way. I had to learn that my parents hadn't actually abandoned me, that they actually still loved me but chose to live apart. And then I had to love from both directions and spend time between the two. So from being in that position and then getting a job at 17 in a fines office in a magistrate's court, and this strength of mine to achieve whatever I set out to do, I set my heart on becoming a qualified UK lawyer. So going through a 29-year career in the courts to leaving that and building a 10-year entertainment business and doing 1,000 gigs to buying the 21 houses, that 46-year journey brought me to zero financially to start again. And so I decided I didn't want to be in this 9-to-5 world anymore, and I wanted freedom. And I've helped 21 families. Well, that was great. But I looked at the cash flow on that, and that really wasn't something we could live off. It was being set up to help these families. And so I turned to the internet and I learned about affiliate marketing and learned about digital marketing. But because I had no financial resource behind me, and for a period of time living with credit cards, I had to learn about article marketing and the freer way of driving traffic to websites. And I came across this educational company, this digital academy that you referred to, and I joined that at the end of May 11 and invested heavily of time into blogging and into learning about how you can get people on the internet to create content, get the people to go to that content. I used to do a blog post every single day and videos most days, and use that content to take people to click through to my website or to a landing page where I could build a list. So I sort of back in May 11 joined this company and learned about online marketing and affiliate marketing and making money from selling their educational products and services until I did that between 2011 and 2015. And I'd made I had a $30,000 month. I've had various, my results won't impact anybody else's, so that's not so important, except I did have success. I went from zero to actually having cash flow now, actually having money to live off, and having this life of choice where I actually worked at home with my back in, I moved up to Staffordshire with my legal career. I worked in the Home Office in Staffordshire, day in, day out, 5 days, 6 days a week, getting all this affiliate marketing going, being where my business partner on the property side, and I did that for 4 or 5 years or so, until this company that we're talking about here, the Digital Experts Academy, came to me and said, would you like to help us with the infrastructure of our top product line, Black? Because they were aware that I'd helped them with various reports and procedures for platinum and other processes, because when they started back in 2012, there was no structure in place. Lots of people as founders bought in on the vision of it. And for me, I wanted to help them with their process and systems. I like taking something from nothing, one thing. I like that journey into clear and working it out. I did a lot of that in the courts. And I helped the company with what they call their Black top products, where members are spending 5 figures to get that membership. And I helped them with all the infrastructure of that. And then in March 2015, they offered me a contract, an independent contract. Offered me a contract to build out the infrastructure and to build out what is now called a business incubation and mastermind program, which is in 3 phases, dealing with the onboarding, dealing with the online masterminds, and helping the company at the retreat that the members get access to. So that now has completely changed my life, in the sense that if we take this example, I'm coming to you from a hotel in Birmingham, England, and tomorrow I could be on the south coast of England, or I could be back in Cyprus, or like here in Thailand. This type of business, digital business, breaking free from the norms, not living to the way society seems to tell us to be born, go to school, go to university, get a job, get the best, biggest mortgage you can get, to not living that way and not being in the commute, to saying, where should I be today? Because this thing we're talking through, a laptop and internet, is worldwide. And we're able to deal with business on a train, bus, hotels, cafe bars. In Cyprus, I love going to a place called the Mackenzie Beach. A beautiful setting, sit in the coffee bar on the beach and do your business, set up your advertising campaigns, deal with and speak to the members. I have a home office in Cyprus. So basically, I've gone from that position of setting up that real estate people, housing the 21 families, raising £2 million to do so, to just using the cash flow on that to pay the mortgages and keep these people housed until they choose to leave us, to get into this part of business, learning about affiliate marketing, but then learning how to build out my own blogging brands, and just being free to travel. And I had 18 months or so where my mother with dementia lived with me, and I was able, because I wasn't locked into normal system of 9-to-5 job and everything, being a visionary, being somebody who's entrepreneurial, building businesses. I've built 3 successful businesses from home, the real estate business, the entertainment business, this digital business. I was able to be at home looking after my mother until things became so not very sustainable. It's a long story. So Mum's now cared for elsewhere, and I come back all the time like I am now to spend time with my mother. One of the reasons I'm here right now is that her sister's about to pass with cancer, and I'm making sure I'm going to be able to see my auntie, her sister, on behalf of the family before she passes, because she's got throat cancer, representing my mother to do so. If you can imagine, if you was in a job, you would have to go to your boss and say, can I have 3 weeks off, please? Can I have a month off, please? Well, we don't have holidays with a digital business. It's a permanent 12-month holiday, because you decide where you want to work from, and it's enabling me, without having to ask anybody, to on the 8th of July, to travel down to Bournemouth and spend the day with my auntie before she passes, and do that on behalf of my mother. So the freedom we get from this type of business has enabled me to do that and do anything else. It can be the same for anybody, but you've got to not quit on this journey. You've got to go the course like anything in life. You have to. There's a lot of learning to do. You don't just turn up and think your life's going to change. You've got to put days and months in and years to turn your life around.
Perfect, Mark. Thank you very much for your share. That's been really beautiful, and I've met you personally, and I've been coached by you. So it's such a pleasure to hear your story from your side, because I can tell from my side that yes, definitely, people who join this academy, they will have pleasure to work with you, and you will share your amazing blogging skills and all your wisdom, how to take the business to the next level. But also, more importantly, you are amazing to guide people where they need to go, because you see this, what gifts they have, what talents they have, and really pushing them in going into direction, or if they have any blockages or obstacles, you truly supporting them and putting to the right people who can help. And it's very tiring.
Well, on that point, as the Black liaison officer now for this company, so I'm in the privileged position of listening to people's lives and how they want to change their lives and live a bigger life that they want. And the journey I've had has enabled me to do that. And I want to now loyally step up for others with purpose, loyally step up for others so they achieve inner peace. And the inner peace is to have this bigger life. And I like to take the time with the members to find out where they are now and where they want to go to, and share with them what they need to do in the middle, at least help them with that journey. So it's empowering others to live a bigger life, loyally stepping up for others so they're having a peace. So people share their stories with me. I deal with their mindset blockages, their challenges. We look at their skills and how they can use those skills to be leaders, how they can step up as a leader in life, in their business. What skills have they got? What skills are transferable into the business that they now have? They list with me, they share in a document their various challenges, and we put these support networks around them and match them up with, through the masterminds that we run, match them up with other people to help them break down these success blockages, these mindset blockages. We help them with the business building, we help them with the mindset blockages, and there's lots of coaches in the company as well that help with on the marketing side. When you take hold of your life, and in taking hold of your life, you think of others, you think about helping them rather than helping yourself first. Money is a byproduct of helping somebody else, and when you help somebody first and you get up in the morning to think about them and not you, it is far more fulfilling for me than sitting in a courthouse asking someone whether they're guilty or not guilty, and dealing with criminal cases, or dealing with abused children, as I used to do in the family proceedings court, or inspecting a hotel. It's a lot more fulfilling to have the opportunity to meet you and help you. And you're a beautiful person yourself. You have broken away in the last 6 months or so to travel as well. I travel extensively, The fact that you're now in a relationship as well is truly beautiful. I've had the privilege to share in your journey from the accountant that you were to the person you are today and the person that's developing here. The fact that you're interviewing me and others and taking time to do so to find out about others is great. So just what else you want me to say? If you ask me for the final message, it would have to be, for me, from that age of 16 in the flat, I had to learn straight away, don't quit on life, don't quit on your journey, don't quit on yourself, and set goals and achieve them and create the plans to do so. The Academy helps you with creating the plans to achieve your goals, but it's on you to take the actions. So don't quit, because your outcome that you seek might have just been around the corner when you turn back in on yourself. And it's not about joining something and building a business and thinking the money's here. You go around do all the education all the way through and help others, and the money's at the bottom, not the top. Don't chase money, chase people.
Amazing, beautiful message to finish this call. Mark, thank you so much for your time. It's been so amazing to listen to you, and I know you personally, so it's even more really uplifting for me to hear this story. And actually, I know how your life changed as well, and I know how you changing other people's life as well, and how you empowering every student who is coming in front of your monitor, basically. So again, Mark, thank you so much for this call, and I'm sure we'll speak soon. Thank you. Bye for now.